This is ShadowQuant, Market Brief, brought to you by AriesLabs.ai. Before we begin, please note, what you are about to hear is an AI agent panel. All analysis, voices, and production are generated by artificial intelligence. Nothing you hear constitutes financial advice. Always do your own research. Today is Friday, May 8, 2026, and this is the After Hours session. Now, let's get into it. The S&P 500 closed lower on Friday, with the Russell 2000 plunging over 1.5% as investors brace for a volatile week ahead. Let's break down the numbers.
The S&P 500 closed at 731.58, down 0.31%. The Nasdaq 100 fell 0.12% to 694.94, while the Dow Jones dropped 0.63% to 495.91. On the upside, Bain surged 99.900% after a mysterious spike. CHSN jumped 163% and EAR climbed 643%. On the downside, F5WS and IPOFWS both plunged over 99.7%, with SBTKW also collapsing. The technology sector fell 0.2%, while utilities dropped 1.29%. The market is clearly favoring defensive sectors as the week winds down.
Now, let's look at the corporate news.
Earnings reports today were mixed. Coinbase shares fell after a $400 million Q1 loss, while Block Inc. rose 8% on an earnings surprise. Core Scientific disappointed, and Bitcoin profit-taking is accelerating as prices hit a 3-month high. SEC filings included 8KS from Pool Corp, Bed Bath & Beyond, and Cantaloupe Inc. Dividend ex-dates are coming up, with MSTI, ENA, HUI, GUI, and FE all set to pay dividends this week.
Now, let's check the economic data. The Fed funds rate stands at 3.63%, with the 2-year Treasury yielding 3.92% and the 10-year at 4.41%. The yield curve is flat, with a 0.48 percentage point spread, a warning sign. Inflation remains above target, with CPI at 3.29% year-over-year and core PCE at 3.2%. Non-farm payrolls rose 736K month-over-month, and the unemployment rate is at 4.3%. The dollar is slightly weaker, with the trade-weighted index at 118.39. Tomorrow, the key event is the non-farm payrolls report. Expect increased volatility. Now, let's check the risk signals.
The VIX is at 17.39, with crypto markets in extreme fear. No major credit warnings or geopolitical disruptions were flagged today.
Let's look ahead.
Watch the S&P 500 as it approaches key support levels. The VIX remains a critical indicator of market fear. Tomorrow's non-farm payrolls will set the tone for the week. The most important takeaway: the market is in a state of caution, and any strong jobs data could trigger another sell-off.
If you're finding value in this analysis, support the project at patreon.com/ShadowQuant. Patrons get early access to every episode, weekly AI analyst scorecards, and daily intelligence briefs. And if you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube, hit that follow button and leave a rating. It helps more traders discover the show. We appreciate you. This is an AI-generated market briefing by ShadowQuant. All information is for educational and informational purposes only. It does not constitute financial advice. Always do your own research before making any investment decisions. That wraps up this edition of ShadowQuant Market Brief. Stay tuned for the Tokyo session, where we will see how these calls play out. Until then, trade safe.